we're going to read Arthur and the Golden Guinea. This is by Jean Berwick. Once upon a time, when great grandfathers were little boys, one of them was a boy named Arthur. Arthur lived in Williamsburg, a town in Virginia, which was named after King William of England. Arthur was not a large boy, and he was not a small boy. He was not plump or thin or tall. He was a plain, middle-sized boy. That's all. But something made Arthur feel very different from the other middle-sized boys in Williamsburg. He carried a secret in his pocket. In Arthur's pocket was a beautiful, round, golden guinea, a coin of pure gold. Pure gold, and it was all his own. Nobody had given Arthur the secret gold coin, and nobody in Williamsburg knew that he had it. Not the silversmith who made and mended his mother's spoons and earrings, not the apothecary who fixed medicines for Arthur when he was sick and sold him hard candies from a tall jar. Not the wig maker with his great powdered wigs, not the shoemaker or the cabinet maker or the lady who made hats. Arthur had found the golden guinea in a secret garden place he knew. He often went there to dig for buried treasure. If Arthur's mother had known about the guinea, she would have said, "Money's to spend and money's to lend, and only a miser does hide it." And she might have sent him to spend the coin on a fat, flat flounder at the fishmonger's, or on some long yellow loaves of bread from the bake shop. Flat flounders are fine, thought Arthur, but not in place of my shiny coin. Every day he looked at his treasure in the sunshine, and every night he watched it reflect the light of the candle in his room. One warm spring day, Arthur's mother asked him to go on a special errand for her. She gave him a broken silver spoon to be repaired by Master John, the silversmith. Arthur set out on his way. When he came to the miller's windmill, he could not pass by without a ride on it, but only for a moment. On he went until he heard the blacksmith singing loudly to the clang, clang, clang of his hammer. The smith must strike whilst iron's hot, and know which is and what is not. Arthur watched from the doorway until he remembered he had a special job to do. On he went again, not even climbing up to gaze at the candies in the window of the apothecary's shop. At the silversmith's, he handed his mother's broken spoon to Master John, but when his hand went back into his pocket, the coin was not there. His beautiful golden guinea was gone. Arthur ran to the door of the shop and looked up and down the street. Nothing glittered, nothing shone. He stood very still and wondered what to do. He felt lonely and sad. The lady who made hats hurried past with an armful of bows and feathers, and her nose in the air. She didn't even see Arthur. The wig maker walked quickly down the wide street on his way to the governor's palace. The shoemaker passed by with a pair of new shoes. Arthur wished he could tell someone about his lost coin, but nobody knew about it, and if nobody cared, and nobody noticed him. Suddenly there was a great rumble and a lot of dust as the governor's coach came rolling proudly down the street. The governor was dressed in his finest clothes. Everyone turned to stare at him. The lady who made hats stared so hard that she walked right into a mulberry tree. Bows and feathers went flying every which way. The wig maker shook a feather off his head and hurried on. The shoemaker brushed a feather off the new shoes he was carrying and walked into the apothecary shop. The apothecary looked out of his shop window and laughed as he sang, "Come on, Mistress High Hat, and just follow me. We'll try to jump over that mulberry tree." Master John helped the hat lady pick up bows in front of his shop. Arthur started to chase the feathers here and there and everywhere. The men on the sidewalk laughed and laughed until Arthur felt very, very silly. But he too had lost something that day, and he wanted to help the lady. At last he had caught all the feathers but one. It was a round, fluffy feather. It floated up and down and around, all the way to the miller's windmill before it came to rest. Gently, Arthur picked it up, and at that moment he saw something gleam and glitter in the dust under the windmill. It was something round and gold and beautiful. It was his own wonderful guinea. Arthur started to put the coin back in his pocket, but suddenly he knew he couldn't keep it a secret for another moment. He had to tell everyone. Look what I found," he shouted. "I found it one day in my secret garden place. This morning I lost it, and now I've found it again." Everyone looked at the golden coin. Everyone agreed that Arthur was the most fortunate boy in all Williamsburg, and Arthur's mother did not say, "Money's to spend and money's to lend." She told Arthur that he must keep the golden guinea always, for good luck, and he did.